I am back with your favorite video of the month, which is my March income report for the year 2023. At the beginning I thought that I will not be filming this video because the numbers are not as pretty as I want them to be, but I think that it's really important for me to tell you the truth and how my business is going, because there are ups and downs in business, and sometimes when you are in a ditch, in a down, you have to somehow crawl out of it and continue and make new plans. So that's why at the end I am making this video, because I want to keep it real. And I really hope that you appreciate this, because it's not easy for me to talk about this stuff. I just went over the numbers in my YNAB. It's short for You Need a Budget. And I checked all of them, and let's talk about them, I guess. I have a new notebook because my old one is full. And first, let's talk about the things that went good in the month of March. The first thing that went well is that I created a plan of attack for the second quarter of the year. Officially, we are in the second quarter. The time is flying so fast this year, for me at least. And I have some plans that I want to implement, some products that I want to launch. I'm preparing a very interesting product for you guys. I think that you will really love these, especially those who like to design planners and are struggling with mockups. Then I created some new products in the editable template shop. I said that I would leave that shop alone and I wouldn't create any more products for that for a while, but old habits die really hard, and I found a really interesting niche that I wanted to get into. But from now on I really should focus on the printable planner shop, because that needs a lot of love and attention at this point. I tested some sale theories, I tested some new tools and things like that. Those were good too. I also created a video about one of the tools that I found. It is a Chrome extension. It helps you create descriptions and titles with the help of ChatGPT. It's not 100% accurate, but in 85% of the cases you can use what it gives you, and I think 85% is a really good percentage. It's less work for you and more automation in your business. So that's a really good tool to use. I will leave the video link in the description down below. And the last thing that went well for me in the month of March is that I opened the enrollment for my course Passive Income with Printables. At the moment it's closed, but if you would like to join the waitlist, I will leave a link in the description below. And what did not go well or according to plans? Well, I did not manage to get more sales into my shop, and I found on top of that 2 more or 3 more shops that came into my niche and blank copied at least 4 or 5 of my best-selling listings, and that bummed me out a lot. I went into a deep spiral mode of despair and I don't know what else, but it was a really hard day for me, because I cannot do anything about people copying my designs and my concepts. I just have to move forward, make my products even better, and go and find some new, more profitable niches for my shops. That's that. And the other thing that didn't go according to plans is that the sales didn't grow, and I had quite a few days when I was making only the bare minimum that I consider viable at this point. But I will not give up, I will move forward and I will turn this thing around. Okay, what are my plans for the month of April? Well, the decision I took a few days ago is that I need to diversify the income streams into the business. At the moment I have my Etsy shops, and I have this YouTube channel that is now monetized. Thank you to all of you who are watching my videos, watching through the ads. Thank you very much, it supports the channel a lot. And I decided that I would take my products that I already have, maybe I have to package them a little bit differently, but I will try to repurpose them and sell them on as many platforms in as many forms as possible. I will make a separate video about that, but diversification is coming, and I will tell you more about it as we go through that. And some other plans for the month of April is to make even more products. And this time I promise to myself and to you guys, because you can hold me accountable, to create products for the printable planner shop, because that needs my attention really bad. I will show you this tracker that we made together in January. I will put an image on the screen so you can see it better. I only have 5 listings left for the editable template shop, so that tells me that it's time to move on to the printable planner shop. I did some more SEO work too, but I didn't color them in. And the mockup project is on hold at the moment, but this month we are focusing on the printable planner shop. And that's that, because I really need to get along with that. Okay, now that these are out of the way, let's hop over to my computer and I will show you the results for March. Before I show you my screen, I just would like to mention that on my website you can find lots of free resources that you can use in your Etsy business, not necessarily in digital products, but in other fields as well. You can check that out in the link in the description. I set the time frame to March 1st to March 31st, and as you can see, these are the results. I do not know what is happening with these peaks, but they are there. We had 461 orders and the revenue was 2,900 euros. And as you can see, the visits fell by 46% compared to the previous period last year. The orders fell by 54%, the conversion rate fell as well, and the revenue fell a whopping 65%. And usually we hovered over the $100 mark at the beginning of the month, then we had a big spike. This was a really good day, and then a big drop. We hovered around those amounts, and then a few better days, and then it kind of plateaued out around 80 euros a day. I don't know why my shop is being penalized, but I am active in this shop. I am logging in every day, so I don't know what could the problem be here. Then let's check the marketing. First, let's see the ads. In March, I spent $155 and had revenue of $349. At this point, I only spent $5 a day, as you can see. But recently, I bumped it up to $10. Well, I bumped it up today. And I brought down the number of advertised listings to 57. Out of almost 800 listings, 57 is kind of a small number, and I will try to narrow it down even further. And here is the revenue. As you can see, most of the days it made money, but there were some days when I didn't get any revenue from those. And these were the sales that I ran last month. I mentioned it already that I was experimenting with ads, and we had 716 euros revenue from ads, with the average order being around $6 to $7. And I had quite a few bigger discounts, smaller discounts, but the results were not as impressive as I was hoping for them to be. And here is the monthly summary for March. My net profit was 2,179 euros in this. This amount is really good when you do not have your expenses as high as I have. And recently I started cutting back on expenses, and hopefully I can bring all of my expenses under 1,000 euros a month or $1,000 a month, and that would leave me with enough money to run my business comfortably and things like that. So if we can keep up with the at least 2,000 euros a month, then I consider this project to be successful. Not very successful, but I will take it. I had one refund. There was VAT and taxes. And there were the listing fees, 120 euros, transaction fees, almost 200, and processing fees, almost 300, well, 268. A whopping total of 572 euros. And then on top of that, I have my marketing costs of 144 euros went on ads, some offsite ads, and the Etsy Plus subscription. Okay, and for the printable planner shop, you will see why I said at the beginning of the video that this shop needs a lot of attention. The revenue for this shop, 267 euros. Considering the fact that I logged in only once in the month of March into this shop, I consider this income 100% passive at this point. But I would like to boost this number to have at least another one in front of that 267. Well, I would like to do that at at least at the end of the year, to get this shop back on track. Well, if not to 1,000 a month, but to at least 500 a month in this one shop alone. I also had a sale in this shop too, and I made 45 euros off of that sale. It was only for 3 days and it performed better than in the editable template shop, so that was really good in this shop. And as you can see on the screenshot, by the end of March the net profit was 204 euros, which for passive income is excellent because I didn't have to do anything with it. Now the only thing that I have to do in this shop is to work on it and create some new products, not necessarily complex ones, but I will use the technique that I talked about in my in this other video. I will put the screen where I created one big master product and then after that I created a bunch of smaller products out of that. I will use that technique, I believe. I have one very complex product in the making. It's about 30% ready. I just haven't worked on it in a few weeks, but that product is very promising in my opinion. It is made in InDesign, not in any other online editors. Still to this day I prefer InDesign to some other online platforms like Canva, because it can do some because it was created for people who work with printed materials. Canva is good too, but recently there is some controversy around Canva. But InDesign is my #1 go-for tool to create printed products. Mockups and other things, Canva is amazing and Photoshop is amazing, but everyone has their own style and their own choices. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly did not enjoy filming all of it, especially when it comes to the dropping numbers, and it is really disencouraging when you see your numbers dropping and see all that red compared to last year. But if I just whine about it and I don't do anything about it, there will be no progress. So what I will do is that I might complain to you in my next video as well, but at least I get it out of my system. So those were the numbers. Thank you very much for watching this video. Check out the links in the description and hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you will never miss another video in which I talk about how to make money online, how to create digital products, and all things about online businesses. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!